What is going on? And welcome to Barley Buds. You're enjoying episode 20 of our podcast where we taste, discuss, analyze, and rate beer. And today, we're going to get a good glimpse into what the Barley Buds drink when we're not doing episodes, because tonight is what's in your fridge. So let's pop some tops and get this show going.
Ooh,
boys.
Yeah.
Wow. I might have to change my beer if we're drinking in my fridge.
Me too, but hey.
Hey, Riley Guy, let's start us off tonight.
Thanks, Manny. So, my buddy went up to Maine a week or two ago. Maybe I shouldn't tell anybody that. Not
Quarantine.
But we don't know who that friend is. And he stopped at Booth Bay Brewery, brought me back a crowler of Kryptos. It is a double IPA, 8.5%.
Kryptos.
That's a big portion of beer for you tonight.
Yes. It's a good thing I don't have to work tomorrow.
How many beers is in a crowler? What's the
32 ounces.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a double. Yeah, it's a double.
Well,
you know.
12. It's almost 3 cans.
I was going by the 16-ounce can. Yeah, well, true.
You're shitty Bud Lights, roll.
Listen, that's how I live my life. So it's 2 pints. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, 2 pints.
Gotcha. A double at 8.5%, huh? How you doing?
He's gonna be doing good.
I am. That's it's kind of got a, I don't want to say weird taste or a weird
Not a good way to start it.
twang to it.
Twang!
It's got some twang. No, it's not bad at all. It's very light. Not much fruit flavor. Maybe a little bit hoppy. I was reading up on this beer, and apparently the Kryptos name or the beer, when they have normal cans of it, have, I guess, clues and cryptic clues to a vast world of keys, ciphers, hidden clues, and geocaching around Booth Bay.
Oak Island?
Wow.
National treasure.
I don't know. I haven't solved the riddles yet.
I like it.
Has anybody ever done a geocache? Like, what do you have to download an app for that? What does that even do?
We
You
did
and
it.
friends
There
are
was a
huge.
website years ago where
Yeah,
you
that was
would
big a while
like,
ago.
write down your whatever the fuck it's called. Grid. Or not, that's not the right word. I can't think of it right now. But now it's an app and it makes it so much fucking easier. It's fun for like to do with your kids because now it'll like show you the dot and you just have to find it in
Just
that
walk to the dot.
Well,
So
hey,
is there clues on your can, Ryan, that would lead you to a special place?
So not this one because it's in the crowler,
Okay.
but looking on the pictures, I don't know if you could bring up Untapped, but it has what the label looks like. It could be a lot of clues.
So this one is
So that fourth picture, that's the label.
that's the label of yours, or that's the
No.
label of the standard can?
The standard can.
There's a lot going on there.
that's very cool.
On there.
So it says something.
Brews clues.
Oh my god. I would get lost in this.
Yeah.
I'd get
I am
so
very
invested.
obviously.
I'd be in a fucking rabbit hole.
Looking at this, like, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I feel like
Well,
that clock,
so in the-
5:34, has something to do with it.
Exactly, Chris. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Gotta be me.
So in the description, it says a little research into the pig pen cipher should get you on your way. So
That's
maybe-
awesome. If I was drinking that beer, it automatically gets 0.25 higher just because of that right there.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Outdoor adventures in Maine. All right, so you have to be in Maine, but whatever.
They're not going to give clues at Sleeping Giant.
Well, you never know. That could be, maybe we should get what's that brewery over there on State Street to do some shit like this. Geocache.
Oh, the Hakuna Matata brewery there.
Yeah, no worries.
No
Yeah,
worries.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
you want to go geocaching around there.
No.
Uh,
All right,
Well,
so
actually,
what do you think about the flavor, though, Rye? Because I love the art. What's the flavor, though?
yeah, so it's got that, I don't say weird twang to it, but it's not bad. It's just different than all of the IPAs, double IPAs that are around here. And it's a little bit darker than a normal kind of juicy, hazy double IPA. I'm gonna go 4.
All right.
Solid 4.
not a lot of check-ins. Only 1,000 check-ins.
So maybe no one's found the treasure yet.
Mm.
There's a good possibility that if you figure out how to do a pig pen cipher, there's a treasure awaiting you out there.
Maybe nobody finds the end treasure, so they just get mad at the beer and throw it and like, wow, this beer sucks.
Well,
All right.
that's an exciting beer.
Yeah, that's I'm glad I looked that up.
Well, luckily you have another like 27 ounces to drink tonight, so it's going to be good for you.
Yeah, so if everybody else wants to take their time, we can get through this together. All right,
And we'll drive up to Maine and do some treasure hunting.
exactly. All right, Roland, what do you got for us?
All right. So tonight I'll be doing a Imperial Stout. It's Hoof-Hearted Brewing in collaboration with I'm just gonna ruin this. Dougie's Brigery. I'm not exactly sure who that is, but beer's called Faster Than the Future. It comes in a pretty sweet can. Looks like a Ferrari on its way to the moon or outer space.
Or is that the way to your floor?
I mean, at 13%, it definitely comes in. Definitely comes in pretty heavy. I've cracked it and I've started sipping on it, and according to the can, it's an Imperial Stout with raspberry, vanilla, and Marcona almonds added. Now, too bad Greek's not here tonight to just really drive
A lot of
home
things in that beer.
the fruit and extra beers. But listen, it's
You better just go downstairs and spill the rest on your fucking kitchen floor because that's not a beer.
it's not a beer. It's a stout. It's not.
I'll fill in for Greek since he's not here.
Listen, I am. This is a good beer. This is a delicious beer. It's definitely a winter warmer style. Like, it's thick. It's heavy. It's pretty fruit forward on the nose, but the flavor, the vanilla comes out more in the flavor than it does in the nose. The nose is very fruity, but the taste is very more vanilla. I don't get a lot of almonds, although maybe I just don't know what specific Marcona almonds taste like, but I don't know where that fits in this profile because I don't get that anywhere. But not a lot of head on this one because I think big beers or big alcohol beers don't get a lot or don't maintain a lot of head from what I've read.
Do you get the raspberry at all? Oh, you do?
Smells like big raspberry. It's almost like a chocolate raspberry. I almost get a chocolatey smell out of it, which is delicious for dessert since I just had a a lovely salmon with a asparagus risotto tonight.
I don't even need your score. I'm ordering that beer tomorrow because it just sounds great.
It's not really my favorite style, but it's a good change. I mean, listen, last week it was 30 degrees outside and I was excited to buy this beer, but today it's 70 degrees again. So I'm kind of, I'll have to keep it in my fridge for another week till it gets cold again. All right. I think I'm going to go with a that is just,
It looks good.
it is just black. It's like, I feel like I'm drinking motor oil. Really is what I feel like I'm drinking. Like raspberry motor oil.
Love it.
I think those new Teslas come with that.
When you buy a Tesla, you get a can of this just to make yourself feel good about driving a Tesla.
Hey, it's like that car he shot out into space anyway, right on the can.
That's true. You know what? That is true. I didn't even think about that. He shot one of those Tesla Roadsters out there.
Yeah. Look at that.
Aside from now that it's a little bit warmer and I'm starting to, on the back end, get a little bit more of the alcohol, like pungentness coming in the back. So I'm going to have to give it a 3.75. But if it was colder, I don't
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, 3.75.
All right.
Somebody should let Greek know that he's created a beer with fruit in it. 3.75.
It's the essence of fruit. There's no fruit mash in here. There's no like.
No, don't fucking make excuses. Pass the fucking ball. Let's go.
They probably put like a little piece. They put like a little dash of fake flavoring here to give it like a little bit of raspberry. They didn't fucking blend raspberries and put it in there.
I'm gonna look it up when I go pick up that beer tomorrow. I'm gonna ask, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, there's fucking half a ton of raspberries in there."
Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. All right. I forget who I'm kicking it to. So, Defo, I think I'm going to kick it to you. Or who was I supposed to kick it to? Well, let's go to Chris. Let's go to Chris. Chris.
Wow. Go for it, Chris. You're up.
Just skipping default like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm going to take advantage of that. I will be drinking tonight Old Rasputin out of North Coast Brewery from Fort Bragg, California. It's an imperial stout. They claim it's brewed in the tradition of the original imperials, where the English would brew beers for the Russian czars. The Russian czars apparently like their beers with higher alcohol, and that's why imperial is higher alcohol. So I'm told. Maybe someone in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong. What I'm really liking about this beer is it's kind of changing as it gets warmer, but in a good way. Like when I first poured it, the nose was coffee, and I actually got raspberry in the nose. No raspberry in the flavor though, but coffee, chocolate. I'm actually, as it's warming up, I'm getting some toffee, which is kind of interesting. Like Roland's Imperial, had a lot of head at the beginning, not a lot of head now, although still a little bit. It is 9%.
The last little bit of this can, I literally feel like I was just emptying motor oil out of my car. Like, I think it's the same consistency too.
That's called raspberry puree.
Yes.
Oh, the raspberry thinned it out. This is clearly very opaque. I actually put it up to my lamp. You can't even see through with the lamp right behind it. It is dark and it is solid. Thoroughly enjoying it though. A little more bitter than I tend to like. It's 75 IBUs, so it's a lot more than the stouts I generally
Yeah, that's
have.
pretty high for an imperial stout.
You don't really get a lot of bitterness up front, but as I swallow it, the bitter kind of comes out. But it's actually kind of nice. I normally hate the bitterness. This one does it well. I'm debating higher, but I'm gonna stay with a 4. Sticking with a 4 in this guy.
4.
I mean, it's good. I've had better, but it's definitely enjoyable.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Is it it's a try again for you though?
It is a try again. And like I said, I'm actually really enjoying it as it's warming up. The flavors are different, but it's been enjoyable throughout the whole drinking process. All right, Defo, since you skipped over so rudely by Rolando, your turn to shine.
I don't know about shine, but this is a in the fridge beer, and this is not normally in my fridge. Absolutely not. It was actually left at my house by a buddy, but it's a Treehouse Iridescent. I was not gonna pour this because I was just gonna drink it out of the can, and then I read the label, and it's Roland's gonna love this. It's brewed with peach puree,
Oh yes, give me more.
guava puree, and coconut. So
That sounds awesome.
it sounds really good, and it says it has a beautiful color to it. So I'm going to see what the color looks like, I guess.
Sounds like a beach beer.
Brewed
If
with
it's not
peach
an
puree,
iridescent color,
guava puree, coconut, and a blend of our favorite American hop. Glowing
sounds
orange color.
Perfect for the beach. Perfect.
I don't
By the
know.
way, I want friends to leave me treehouse at my house.
if
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
not-
good iridescent
Good
color,
friend.
you should throw it away.
I mean, it's
Dump
definitely
it out.
Wow.
Dump it out.
Oh, that looks so nice.
It does look good. It's not
That's the
overly
fucking
hazy.
glass you picked?
Yeah, this was
I
my
know,
sipping
right?
glass. It's all I had. I said I wasn't gonna pour this at all.
For
So
anybody listening, Mikey just poured a treehouse beer into a whiskey glass,
Yeah.
maybe?
It says redneck on it.
Redneck shot glass.
it's got my
It's got a
ounces
guava
here, though.
coconut treehouse in a redneck whiskey
Yeah.
glass.
Guava coconut
I don't know.
treehouse. You know what? Just pour that whole thing right in the toilet.
Probably like
That's
a
it.
$5 can right there. I feel like Mikey stopped taking
Wow.
his sip when he's like, "Oh, it's that expensive."
Oh, the beer says Jimmy Buffett, but that glass says Kid Rock.
The perfect description of this beer.
That was
It's even
good.
got the stars and bars on it. I love it.
That was good, Chris.
No, it's good. Like very smooth.
We're gonna have to
Especially
blur
for-
that glass out because since Biden is
Oh.
winning, it's
There we
that's-
go.
I'll turn it around. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's good beer though. It's very tasty. I don't get the peach or the guava. I get the sweetness and the smell, not in the taste though. But overall, for an 8% beer, it's definitely good. And it's Treehouse, which always I have a little soft spot for because they are usually delicious. I like it a lot. And apparently, I think we were talking today. Is Treehouse opening another location?
Apparently, word is, what did you hear, Rye?
My dad sent me an article from one of like the Cape Cod, Massachusetts shoreline newspapers, if those exist anymore.
I have the article here that I just pulled up. Treehouse Brewing plans to open a Cape Cod location with stunning views this summer. They don't give a shit about alleviating traffic.
They're hitting up the vacationers.
A brewery and tap room on the ocean or beach is rare, and we couldn't be more pleased to jump at the chance to enjoy it with you.
I am fully on board of that. That's fucking awesome. I mean, I go to the Cape at least maybe once every other year. I would love to hit Treehouse on the way there.
Absolutely.
I'm on board with that.
I've never
also-
been to their location, but I've drank a couple of their beers, but I've never actually been to, just because other people have been like, gotta try this. But I've never been to their place, but I hear people walk out of there with just like straight like hand trucks full of beer, like
Yes.
thousands of dollars of just
It's crazy. What's the cap? Like 200 or something? Yeah, they fill up a whole hand.
Every day is different.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But the thing is, like hand truck, you would expect maybe one out of like 100 people at a normal brewery at most. In the Treehouse, it's like every other guy.
Yep.
It's a hand truck.
Well, this is a good one. I wasn't expecting this good, but when I poured it in the glass, it went down very quickly, as you can all see. It's delicious. I like it. Again, I get the sweetness in the smell, not in the taste, but still overall for 8%, it's very good. It's got a little bit of a thickness to it that I'm not a huge fan of. Like it kind of hits you in the back of the throat, that thickness. It kind of hangs out there, and it's still
Right.
there.
It's
It
probably
feels
the
like you want to
puree.
keep swallowing. Yeah, you want to keep swallowing. And it's not usually what I would go to, but it's still a good beer. But for me, especially rating this along the lines of Treehouse. I might be lower than the Untapped score, but I think I'm a 3. I feel bad saying this, but I'm a 3.25 for it.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
They
For
are
me.
they are at 4.27.
Wow. Mike is not the fan.
I'm way lower than that. Just
Yeah. You're
Hey, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
it's not bad, but it's just that thickness in my throat that it just sits there, and
Yeah.
it's a lot to handle. So that's where I'm at for that beer.
Roland, I'm curious. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Roland, I'm curious. Did you pull up Old Rasputin? I'm curious what Untapped says.
Old Rasputin. Yeah, I can pull that up real quick. There is not a huge write-up for this one at all, actually. It's basically just says it was produced in the tradition of the 18th century English brewers
Yeah.
who supplied the court of Russia's Catherine the Great.
Nice.
So
Or a
it's
wine
definitely it's brewed in the, I guess, traditional imperial sense of the word.
That's like verbatim what they have on the bottle, on the neck of the bottle.
Yeah.
Almost just about verbatim.
Yeah, not a lot on the history or anything.
That's a good picture, though. That first one.
Ooh.
I mean, definitely looks thick.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't drink thick, though. Like Mike, the way Mike was describing his might drink thicker. Yo, go down a little bit. There's a mani pour. Oh, sorry. There's a mani pour. It was like half head.
I saw that.
Where was it? Oh,
There it is.
Oh, yep.
Although, look at the head on that. Look at it just coming out the top. Like,
It looks like you could eat it with a spoon.
yeah, it's like an affogato.
Dude, look how it's so dark. You can see the photographer's reflection in the glass.
Nice.
Wow. Well, mine was a letdown. So, Matt, what do you got first tonight?
All right, tonight I'm going with Maine lunch. It's apparently, according to them, it is a East Coast version of a West Coast IPA. Which, now knowing that, just kind of goes to me to say that the East Coast does it better. East Coast even does West Coast IPAs better.
It's so
most
true.
most West Coast IPAs I've had, I'm like, they're
terrible.
very light, they're crisp, they're great on a hot summer day. But it's like, besides that, meh.
All the ones I've had are too bitter.
Yeah, they don't do it for me. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm doing a much more tasteful American glass than Mikey.
I know.
Since we were just talking about Treehouse. I got the American flag shirt, the flag, because, hey, we're not drinking Canadian
full
beer.
send over there.
There you go.
Yeah, not drinking Canadian beers. Turn in next week. Maybe,
Yeah.
But, I mean, you get the pine. The pine is heavy in this. I don't know. Again, maybe that's a West Coast thing. This has been in my fridge a little longer than I like to keep IPAs in my fridge, but I kind of forgot it was there because somehow it got put up with the stouts. I have my fridge sectioned off.
I was gonna say you have the stout section.
I do. My upper right corner is just the stout section. So
Okay.
I don't look into that section unless I'm like, oh, I want a stout. And I was like, holy shit, how long has this been in there? Yeah, it's probably been in there about maybe pushing 2 months now. And who knows how long it was at the package store. There's no date on it. There was a date. It's smeared off. But, interesting story. Maine lunch is named after a whale that's been spotted off the coast of Maine since 1982. The whale has a distinct bite taken out of it. That's why they dedicated the name of this beer, Lunch, to the Whale. I was like, Never
So the
knew that.
beer's name, the whale's name is Lunch.
The whale's name is Lunch. Apparently,
Oh.
that shark did not finish his lunch that day.
Wow.
Morbid, really.
It kind of is.
This dude had
I
a
also-
chunk bitten off him. Fuck him.
I
His name
also
is
wonder if dinner is a more eaten whale that's floating
Oh,
around.
Yeah. Yeah, dinner washed up on the beach.
Yeah.
Dinner's just the bones they found.
But this is one of the beers that got me into craft beers. This and G-Bot were like the first two. I went to the package store, told the guy I was just getting into craft beer. He recommended this to me years ago. I didn't even know what I was buying. I bought it. I had friends. I told, I had Maine Lunch. They're like, where the hell did you find Maine Lunch? Like, I didn't know it was hard to get. I'm sorry. I walked in. The guy gave it to me.
Wow.
So again, it's like G-Bot. I got a soft spot for it. Since having so many other beers, it has gone downhill, but it's still phenomenal for me. I do taste the pine more than I used to. I don't know. Distinct taste buds, a little bit of
Yeah. Oh
extra.
yeah.
You're
Yeah, you
fine now.
goddamn fucking sommelier over there.
1,000
Listen,
check-ins does that.
You drank fucking raspberries tonight, all right? Shut
did.
the fuck up.
Things are confusing for me right now. I've just finished my second 13% beer, and I think I need to lay down.
Wow, it's not like you.
I'm going 4 or 5. I love
Wow,
this beer.
you don't even like the beer, and you're
I
giving
just said I love this beer.
Listen,
It went
you
down
just
to
tell
4
me,
or
like,
5.
It's just gone downhill. I taste this pine. All of a sudden,
It's
you're
going down
you're
from
complaining
a 5.
about the beer, and you're like, nah, give it a 4 or 5. Let's run it back. Give me 7 more. Like,
It was a 5.
uh,
I think I've checked this thing in. I can't even tell you how many times, and it was a 5 every time. Now I'm drinking it. I'm like,
I'm about to
Not
check. I'm
5.
about to check it right
it's
now.
still phenomenal, but it is not a 5.
Chris. Let's see.
Wow.
Fucking beer is delicious. I had a hard time going last in this episode and not finishing this beer fucking 20 minutes ago.
Now you can chug it. Throw it back. There it is.
A lot of 5s. A lot of 5s. Let's see. What's this? This is a global what? 4-2.
He's just gonna
Eh.
A lot of fives, a lot of fives.
You know, I haven't had this beer yet.
He said a global of 4-2. How many check-ins? Global.
353,895 check-ins global.
Pretty solid score for that many. Wow.
And it's a 4-2.
Pretty high score.
Fucking
Well, it's actually. Oh, hold on. It's actually only I don't know how this is accurate, but there's only 171,000 ratings. So I don't know how that works, but
so a lot of people
People
checked
double-
it in but never gave it a score.
no. All right. Well, there
Which
you
to
go.
me is just like, hey, I had this awesome beer, but I'm not going to tell you how it is.
Yeah.
Dick move.
Even for your own good, like when you go on tap to see if you had the beer before. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see
Yep.
if I like
Well,
it.
you could see. I mean, if you checked it in, you could see if you've had it, but you don't know if you
Yeah,
liked it. I
don't know
guess
if
I don't
liked
know.
it or not. I don't know.
Roland, the other one that you picked up tonight, I saw your picture and I was like, I think I had that. I had to fucking look on Untappd to see if I liked it or not. I was like, shit,
Yeah.
maybe I got to order that one again.
I don't know. It was either that or they had one other beer there, but I was like, I'm gonna go for this one. This one looks a little bit more normal than fucking guava and kiwi mashed.
Oh, I got that one waiting for me too. The
Yeah, I bet you
Saga.
do. Yeah, of course you do. Fucking bunch of
You
nonsense.
just drank raspberry juice.
I drank raspberry flavor. There's no freaking way there's any raspberries in here. That is just the fake.
Oh,
Raspberry
I can't
flavor.
fucking
100%.
wait. I can't wait to find out how much raspberry is in that beer.
It's gonna be terrible.
Well, listen, everyone should tune in next week to see what Matt's research finds out about how much raspberry is in Roland's beer.
Maybe we'll
Allegedly.
just have to do just a live Instagram or something. Just
Ooh.
me at the brewery, just a rip
Yep.
on rolling.
There we go. I
Just
think
have
that's
a
what it is.
conversation with the brewery.
Yep.
Well, if I go back and get another 4-banger for $22, I don't know. It's up there. It's a little on the pricey side. But you know what? Actually, now it's 13%. So, all right.
Well,
You know,
top
the only
beer.
time that I ever even tried to have that main lunch was I was at the little pub in Wilton, Connecticut, and I was like, wow, I hear a lot of things about this. Let me give it a shot. And I ordered it, and they're like, oh, we're all out. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This is my time to shine. And
Ruined.
I got hosed.
Lunchtime is your time to shine, huh?
Lunchtime is listen, I'm big at lunch. Lunch is not just the beer. Lunch is a whole event for me.
There's no breathalyzer in the world.
Yeah. Also correct.
Well, then.
I was going to say we should bring that up for
I'm sorry.
credibility.
I couldn't.
Listen, I had a rough night Tuesday night, and I just couldn't start my truck on Wednesday. What do you want from me? Listen, it's what happened.
That is exactly what we want from you.
That's one small sip for man, one giant pint for mankind.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, guys.
All right.
Comment, like, share. Tell us which one of us is the biggest asshole.
Yes, because it's probably me.
Roland.